Hey guys, Micah from Black Bear Custom Kydex. I have a video for you today on a really cool knife. I don't really know what the collaboration is exactly, what the history is, but we have from FOBOS Knives. This is the MKB-9, and it's produced by Bark River. So I guess designed by FOBOS, produced by Bark River. This guy, I think, is in it's in CPM 3V. That is a huge hunk of 3V. This is a really awesome knife. So this one is one of the knives in the series I'm doing for Scott from Boulder, Colorado. And Scott and I have become friends over the last year as I've worked on his knives here. And he asked me if I could make this sheath for him in black basket weave with Cryptek Neptune accents. So that's what we've got. It has a few different gadgets and gizmos on it. You can see on the front here we've got a nice pouch from Beach and Tactical. And full disclosure, just so you guys aren't looking at it funky, I have just kind of jury-rigged the shock cord down around this little slip adjuster, this little cord tightener. Yeah, I really should learn the name of this thing, but you guys know what it is. Just squeeze that thing to loosen it, let it go to tighten it, slide the cords, all that good stuff. But the original clasp on this, I broke when I had everything kind of cluttered on in a box, and I think I probably just banged it against something, didn't realize, but I broke the little clasp. And the clasp is made by a third party, so Jacob Peterson over at Prepper's Bunker Outdoors or Beach and Tactical. He built this pouch and outsourced that one part. That part that he outsourced broke, and the guy that builds it has actually since realized that it wasn't as strong as it should be, and he created a second or an updated version of it. So I'm actually going to be sending this directly to that guy, who will send it on to Scott. But he's going to update this and get that fixed for us. So in case you're looking at it a little cockeyed, saying that looks a little funky, that's why I have that strap where it is, and it's not how it's supposed to look. It's not what it will look like, but it's the best I can do for now until it's fixed. It is a removable pouch. What you want to do, see, it's on this kind of plate down here. What you want to do is you just take that one screw out, and then this piece of Kydex here is just going through the webbing on the back of the pouch. I'm not going to demonstrate it for you, but take my word for it. All you have to do is unscrew that one screw, take that screw out, and slide the pouch right off. It works very nicely and keeps the pouch on there nice and secure in the meantime. We also have an Olight S1R baton, and that's in there nice and smooth draw, as well as an Exotac fire rod down below. And this guy, you almost run out of clearance, so you'll probably whack these two together when you're accessing your fire rod, but it all does actually fit. Got some gray shock cord because I felt it went with the Neptune a little better than black. I mean, black will go with it very nicely, but the gray just kind of brings out a little more of the blue, I think. Gives you a little better color combination. You can see we have a D-ring on the bottom, as well as up here next to the dangler. This is black leather. Obviously, the two D-rings together will function to let you carry on a sling for baldric carry. Baldric carry, in case you guys don't know, is where you carry on a 2-point rifle sling across. So it'd be on I'm right-handed, so I would sling it over my right shoulder and under my left arm, and I'll draw across my body like that as it dangles here on my side. Very comfortable way to carry. It's one of my favorite ways. My other favorite way is chest carry. The two are equally awesome in my opinion. But part of the appeal for them to me is that you don't need to be wearing a belt to make either of those carry methods work. So I could have athletic shorts or sweatpants or whatever. And if I'm wearing a backpack or something, the hip straps of the backpack won't get in the way of me being able to access my knife. That's a huge advantage when you're wearing a knife on your chest or carrying it on a sling. So I'm a big fan of those for basically every reason. All right, We also have on the back of here, so you can carry it as a baldric, you can carry it as a leather dangler, and then obviously we've got 2 large molly locks on there as well, so you can slip this onto a vest or more likely a pack with a knife this size. So the MKB-9 from Phobos, produced by Bark River. Let's check out the fit. Goes in there nice and smooth, and then when we have when the handle meets up with the mouth of the sheath, it becomes a little bit less of a smooth draw. Part of the reason why is because this micarta is very, very grippy. You have aggressive jimping on top, and then down here, this is all very squared off. The edges are I don't want to call them sharp because, well, yeah, maybe they are a little bit sharp. They're not chamfered quite as much as I would want. And actually, I think if I bought one of these, I might take a Dremel and just very, very gently round those corners. So what happens with this is, well, yeah, to avoid having these sharp angles chew up the Kydex, I needed to make this a little bit looser here, so you're not getting that same kind of snap-in retention. However, to avoid compromising the actual quality of the retention, what I did was I heated up the sides of the opening and I pinched these in just a little bit. So these are actually, right here on the sheath is narrower than that part of the knife. So as you put this in, it pinches very aggressively. So, excuse me. So rather than having your knife just kind of hit that break point in the retention and then snap in, snap out, it's a little bit more of a pressure push in and release. But as you can see, if you're carrying this as a dangler, you can very easily lose the sheath by just using that thumb ramp and ejecting it. And if you're carrying it as a baldric system, it is it's heavy enough. Well, you know what? I just want to demonstrate it for you so that I'm not playing the snake oil salesman here, but just as a quick proof on my words. All right. So as you're carrying it, baldric style, it's suspended like so. You can still access your knife without bracing the sheath on anything. You don't have to grip it with one hand. This is something I think is very valuable as a way of drawing. I'm not saying it's necessarily a special feature of any kind. It's just something that comes standard with any sheath you get from me. That you're going to be able to access your knife when you need it. When you're carrying baldric, I think part of the temptation and part of the advantage with it is that it frees up one hand. I mean, all of them, now I sound like an idiot. Most carry methods, you only need one hand to draw. What I'm saying here is I've seen baldric sheaths where the retention wasn't set up right, so you have to brace the sheath with one hand and draw with the other hand. Part of why I like to set it up so that you can draw with just one hand is because maybe you need to do some chopping tasks like, grab a sapling with your non-dominant hand and just control it and then draw your knife out. That way you're not trying to maneuver things with your knife already out, whatever. But maybe you just need to be able to respond quickly, but being able to draw one-handed is very important to me. So without any parlor tricks or anything like that, I like to be able to just suspend a sheath and pull the knife straight out. So you can do that with this. You can even resheath it one-handed, although you probably want to use two for that. All right, so there we go. If you guys like this sheath, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you like the channel, subscribe. Comment down below. Tell me what you have for experience with Phobos knives. I don't have any experience with them other than building a few different sheaths for some different customers. This thing is the mother of all Phobos knives. I've done a tier 1, a tier 1 mini, and now the MKB-9. Man, they make some really sweet stuff. I think I'm definitely going to keep my eyes out for a good deal on one for myself, but in the meantime, I'll just have to live vicariously through Scott and my other customers. If you guys have any experience, I'd really love to know what you think down below, and especially where this is produced by Bark River. There's just an implicit trust in the quality that they put out. So, all right, guys, comment down below. Give me your thoughts on the sheath, on the knife, and I appreciate you sticking around for my rambling. Tune in for the next one. God bless.